The Sanctuary in 2300 Days. Chapter 20. The Heavenly Sanctuary. Now of the things which we have spoken, this is the sum. We have such an high priest who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the heavens, a minister of the sanctuary and of the true tabernacle which the Lord pitched and not man. Hebrews 8, verses 1 and 2. A glorious high throne from the beginning is the place of our sanctuary. Jeremiah 17, verse 12, Revelation 16, verse 17, Psalm 11, verse 4. For he hath looked down from the height of his sanctuary. From heaven did the Lord behold the earth. Psalm 102, verse 19. The heavenly sanctuary has two holy places. The following testimony on this point is conclusive. We gather it from the Old and New Testaments, that in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses every word may be established. Number 1, the tabernacle erected by Moses after a 40 days inspection of the one shown him in the mount consisted of 2 holy places, Exodus 26, verses 30 to 33, and is declared to be a correct pattern or model of that building, Exodus 25, verses 8, 9, and 40, compared with chapter 39, verses 32 to 43. But if the earthly sanctuary consisted of 2 holy places, and the great original from which it was copied consisted of only 1, instead of likeness, there would be perfect dissimilarity. Number 2, the temple was built in every respect according to the pattern which God gave to David by the Spirit, 1 Chronicles 28, verses 10 to 19. And Solomon, in addressing God, says, Thou hast commanded me to build a temple upon thy holy mount, and an altar in the city wherein thou dwellest, a resemblance of the holy tabernacle which thou hast prepared from the beginning. Wisdom of Solomon 9, verse 8. The temple was built on a larger and grander scale than the tabernacle, but its distinguishing feature, like the tabernacle, consisted in the fact that it was composed of 2 holy places, 1 Kings chapter 6, 2 Chronicles chapter 3. This is clear proof that the heavenly tabernacle contains the same. Number 3, Paul plainly states that the holy places, plural, made with hands, are the figures, plural, of the true, and the tabernacle and its vessels are patterns of things in the heavens, Hebrews 9, verses 23 and 24. This is direct evidence that in the greater and more perfect tabernacle there are 2 holy places, even as in the figure, example, or pattern. Number 4, the apostle actually uses the word holies, plural, in speaking of the heavenly sanctuary. The expression holiest of all in Hebrews 9, verse 8, and chapter 10, verse 19, has been supposed by some to prove that Christ began to minister in the most holy place at his ascension. But the expression is not Hagia Hagion, Holy of Holies, as in chapter 9, verse 3, but is simply Hagion, Holies. It is the same word that is rendered sanctuary in Hebrews 8, verse 2. In each of these 3 texts, Hebrews 8, verse 2, chapter 9, verse 8, chapter 10, verse 19, McKnight renders the word holy places. The Douay Bible renders it the holies, and thus we learn that the heavenly sanctuary consists of 2 holy places. Vessels of the heavenly sanctuary. We have noticed particularly the vessels of the earthly sanctuary and have cited divine testimony to show that they were patterns of the true in heaven. This is strikingly confirmed by the fact that in the heavenly sanctuary we find the like vessels. Number 1, the Ark of God's Testament and the cherubim, Revelation 11 verse 19, Psalm 99 verse 1. Number 2, the golden altar of incense, Revelation 8 verse 3, chapter 9 verse 13. Number 3, the candlestick with the 7 lamps, Revelation 4 verse 5, Zechariah 4 verse 2. Number 4, the golden censer, Revelation 8 verse 3. This heavenly sanctuary is called by David, Habakkuk, and John the temple of God in heaven, Psalm 11 verse 4, Habakkuk 2 verse 20, Revelation 11 verse 19. God's holy habitation, Zechariah 2 verse 13, Jeremiah 25 verse 30, Revelation 16 verse 17. Greater and more perfect tabernacle, Hebrews 9 verse 11. The sanctuary and true tabernacle which the Lord pitched and not man, Hebrews 8 verse 2.